Well, I wasn't gonna film this video, but I'm going to now. So I have this sticker, the clear sticker right here that goes on to the windshield, and then the GPS goes on to the sticker. So that makes it easier to remove it later. So this is the rear camera cable, and I route it through this channel right here. Just do it right next to it, and then just stick it inside this gap right here through this eyesight camera, and then route it up and try to push it in a little, and then route it through the headliner. And when you come to this side, I already taken down this side pillar, and all you need to do is just grab it and then just pull it out, and then try to undo this clasp. And then you also need to pull out this speaker cover, then you can pull this whole thing out. Then I just route this cable through the side, and then behind the airbag, and try to and then pull this gasket off so that I can route these through the headliner right here, and then through this gap here. It's kind of difficult to see, but you should be able to route it through, try to get some light in there, and then you get it through here and then fish it through. The plan is to go through this end and then through this gap again, and then out back. So after coming down the other way, I decided to let it come out of the headliner here, of this gap, and then just kind of try to push it through, shove it in the gap right here, and then maybe come out this side, then just get back in here, and then see if I can fish it through this conduit here, and then come out here and mount the camera, and then mount the camera right here. So through the conduit, coming out, mounted here. So it looks like you can just pull this thing from the left hand side. Just watch out for the hook over there, and then pull this off. I decided to stick the camera right up here. I think now looking back, I think this is a little too close for this panel. All right, day two. I came here and find out that this headliner, yeah, it's a little bit creased now, but whatever. So there's this little spike right here. So it's attached to the frame this way, right? So you just pull it down a little bit, unsnap this guy, and now you should have access to bring this in. And if you pull this gasket up, you should have some kind of access. See how my finger just goes through like this, right? So we got snake it in and through this, and then through the gasket, and then out coming out the other side. Yeah, just use a little zip tie up to the USB cable, and just bring it up from under here and bring it up here. Still trying to snake this cable through this rubber tube here. As you can see, I'm almost done, but yeah, it does take a little wiggling. I heard that if you use some lubricant, it may help, like something like Vaseline or WD-40. I'll probably stick one of these guys in there and just pull it out. So you see. Okay, as you can see, now it's all done. I put the gasket back there where they are, and I coil extra cable in this cavity right here, and then snake this cable out and connect it to the back camera. Perfect. Now, if you're gonna use a USB cable for power, then you're all set. But if you're gonna have something called a parking mode or something called hot wire connection, then you're gonna have to look at this fuse box. So basically, you pull this right off, and you look at this as reference. You try to find the one that says ACC and the one that says BAT. ACC right here, and BAT is battery. Where? I don't see it right now. I'll find it. And so what it does is that the battery always gives the power to activate the parking mode, and the ACC will tell it to go into normal recording mode. So that's how it does. Right, I'll see. Okay, so you pull out the fuse and match it with the kit that you have. So it looks like this is the match, and I'm going to wire up my hot wire kit. One thing to keep in mind is that you need to find out whether the top half is where the power coming in, or the bottom half, and you have to have these fuse pulled out, and then you test it this way, right? So you take this multimeter, set it up to 20 volts. You stick the black one to this screw right here, and then you stick the red one to one of the top or the bottom. So let's see. It's gonna be hard for me to show, but let me give it a shot. So stick it up to the bottom, right? And then also do it too. It's hard for me to do it by myself with no tools, but it's, okay. See, 12 volts, right? And if you move it to the one toward the top, trying to hold everything with one hand and then hold the camera in the other. And see, no voltage. So the bottom is the one where the voltage is. These two fuses are the blower fuse. So I don't know if I want to use the blower. I'm gonna try to find another one that has power when it's off. Once you determine the position of your fuse, then it's time to crimp these pigtails for the fuse tab. I would highly recommend that you actually get a tool so you can crimp it properly using this crimper part right here. There are tutorials online about how to crimp this properly, so I'm not gonna do it here. And I'll see you on the other side. Hey, so I crimped the tabs and then I put it back where it was with the original fuse on the bottom row. Now keep in mind that the positive side of the fuse box could be different orientation depending on which one it is. So you will have to turn on the car and then use the multimeter to determine whether it's top and bottom, just like what I did. But I decided to for battery, I'm gonna use this tab instead. This fuse is for the heated seats. So I figure if I mess it up, I'm not gonna have heated seat. Okay, whatever. But yeah, it shouldn't be a big deal if there's a problem. Just revert it the way it was. It shouldn't cause any damage. But if it does, no heated seat, fine, whatever. And so I'm gonna turn on the car. Take this plug and plug it into the GPS. I mean the dash cam, and then test it out. Make sure it can turn on the parking mode and the regular mode. So let's see. Okay, I totally forgot I have to screw this in, and so now it has no negative side. I'm just gonna hold it by hand, and as you can see, it's recording now. So it is receiving power. Do I get a parking mode? I probably have to screw this in before I can do more testing now. I don't have my screwdriver with me, so I have to get back. Okay, so I open up the side panel again on this A-pillar, and then I fish the 3 cables through this gap right here, through the side and out the bottom. And this wire is gonna come out this way, and then just screw right into this screw right here that touches the metal to give it ground. And then these two are going to detect the always on battery and the accessory battery. Okay, plug it back in, drive back home, screw it in, and that's it. This little box here, it sets your minimum cutoff voltage between 11.8 to 12.2 and 12.4. So I'm gonna set it to 12.4 just to give it a little safety. Otherwise I'll see how it goes. And then I'm gonna coil this cable up and shove it down right here in this this opening right here. So that's plenty of space. Okay, everything looks good, and Okay, everything's packed together, and now I have these two fuse tabs in this position. I pull the ground wire out and stick it against this screw right here, and try to look at your panel and make sure all these spikes don't get in the way because of this cable here. And we're gonna put this back on. Okay, looks perfect. As a final touch, just bundle up this cable and shove it in a corner, and then close this up.
App to remain on the App Store, so maybe you can make the argument.
I
but
think it was for
ultimately it's
business
political.
reasons, because I think the business reason was deflect attention,
to Facebook.
deflect regulatory attention away from Facebook and their own platforms over to Parler. So that we solved the problem.
I mean, there's that argument, but they're doing that that is rooted in political reasons. I guess it's like,
but once you're a monopoly, politics and business are the same.
yeah, and that's exactly the point that Jon Stewart and Lena Khan are making. And Lena Khan, like, I'm sure we have some listeners and viewers who are in businesses where Lena Khan is like treated as public enemy number one. If you talk to people who work in those sectors, it is the specter of Lena Khan. There's so large. There's at Lena Khan, M&A, businesses M&A, businesses
Exactly. The people who do the mergers, the people who do the mergers, and the executives benefit from the mergers, but everybody else